Welcome to the Sunmark 360. Sunmark is supporting local musicians with our new music series, bankNotes. We're going to be telling you more. We're going to share 5 ways you can support your local businesses during the coronavirus crisis, and how accurate is that news you've been reading. Well, we're going to share tips on how you can spot that fake news next.
From the Sunmark Credit Union Content Studio, this is the Sunmark 360 with Glenn Stacy.
Welcome to the Sunmark 360 Backyard Edition. From your finances and family to optimizing your health and lifestyle, you can turn to the Sunmark 360 for useful tips and tools to help you come full circle and manage it all. The last few weeks have been newsworthy to say the least, but mixed in with all that fair, factual, and well-researched reporting was something a little more sinister. Fake news stories have grown more sophisticated and often presented on a site designed to look like a legitimate news organization. According to Pew Research Center, people under age 50 get half of their news online, and for those under 30, online news is twice as popular as TV news. So we need to defend ourselves against getting duped. Keeping track of good and bad news requires us as readers and viewers to do a little legwork. So here's how. First, you want to be skeptical of headlines. Fake news headlines often sound too good to be true because they are. And be aware of exclamation points and headlines written in all caps. You want to look closely at the link. Have you heard of the news site in the URL? Does it sound like an established news source, but there's a letter or two added or missing? Those are telltale signs. You want to investigate the source. Be aware of which outlets you trust and watch out for them. Google the ones you haven't heard of to see if they are reputable. A few we found: abcnews.com.co, not the actual URL for ABC News. WTOE5 News, whose About page says it's a fantasy news website. And the Boston Tribune, whose Contact Us page lists only a Gmail address. You want to watch for unusual formatting. Can you design a better homepage? Do you see spelling errors and find the layout a little bit awkward? If the site you're on looks off, the problem likely goes a little bit deeper. And you want to look at other reports. Is the outlet you're reading the only one to report something extreme? Try to verify the story with Google or Snopes.com. And is the story a joke? Some people don't realize that The Onion and Beaverton are satirical publications. Their stories are designed to look like real news stories, but they're intended as parodies. The coronavirus pandemic has forced restaurants and retailers and other businesses across the country to scale back or shut down their operations. A federal relief package makes available over $300 billion in loans and grants for small businesses. But not all businesses qualify, and for those that do, aid may be weeks or even months away. Still, you can do your part to help suffering business owners and their employees. Here are a few tips. Number 1, how about ordering takeout for delivery? If you have room in your budget and you need a break from the pasta and canned food stockpile, how about grabbing a bite from a local restaurant? Many restaurants, cafes, and other eateries suspended dine-in service and have pivoted to delivery and to-go orders, and they're counting on your continued patronage to survive. Have a steady income? Consider placing orders for relatives and neighbors as well, especially those who are elderly or otherwise vulnerable. Number 2, leave a tip. Gratuities often make up a sizable chunk of income for workers like cashiers and delivery drivers. The pandemic has significantly slowed business, and many employees are losing pay. Tipping generously can help make up for those lost wages. Number 3, buy e-gift cards and gift certificates. They can act as much-needed free loans for businesses. Purchase them from places that provide goods and services you enjoy. Hair salons, movie theaters, restaurants, and so on. You can redeem those gift cards later on and still help out your favorite businesses right now. Number 4, shop online. Clothing boutiques, home furnishing retailers, and other establishments have shuttered their storefronts indefinitely, but many still have fully operational websites. As you shop for items while hunkering down, look to small businesses first. For example, purchase a book from your neighborhood bookstore website before heading to Amazon.com. You may be pleasantly surprised to find abundant sales going on right now too. Businesses without an online checkout option might fulfill orders over the phone or via email, so reach out to staff members with inquiries. Number 5, make a donation. Look for businesses and organizations you'd like to give money to. Some fitness studios, tutoring services, and other businesses are now offering virtual services for free, accepting Venmo or PayPal donations. Relief funds have also been set up for bars, restaurants, food service workers, and others in need. Another charitable choice: don't ask for a refund. If you bought tickets for a now-canceled event, such as a show at a local playhouse, treat the ticket price as a donation. Your contribution will be appreciated. Sunmark is excited to announce the kickoff of our new music series, bankNotes. bankNotes is a way for us here at Sunmark to bring some positive, good vibes to you and your family through music, as well as support our musicians who also may be struggling by way of canceled gigs. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. on Sunmark's Facebook page, we're going to be featuring a different musician. Watch for some names you may know, like Jay Yeager, Rich Ortiz, and Steve Candlin, and many you may not be familiar with just yet. If you're a musician or know someone who would like to be featured on bankNotes, you can learn more by visiting our Sunmark 360 page at sunmarkfcu.org/connect. We hate to do this, but it's time to ring another alarm. Hand washing is definitely an essential habit to stop the spread of germs during the coronavirus outbreak. But what about the rings and watches we wear? Could the virus survive on them and infect us? Yes, say the experts. A study from Georgia State University found that when healthcare providers wore rings to their jobs, the area where the ring sat on their skin provided a protected area which bacteria can flourish. So what should we do? Take them off while washing our hands? Not so fast, because putting them back on could also impede your ability to kill all of the germs on your hand. Lucy Wilson, a professor in the Department of Emergency Health Services at the University of Maryland, says if rings are contaminated and you pop them back on after you wash your hands, you've recontaminated your hands. She says that if you aren't going to disinfect your rings, you shouldn't be wearing them at all. The best method for cleaning your rings off is to wash them with hot soapy water, and keep in mind that using hand sanitizer on them could ruin them. And finally, because we occasionally like to talk about other things than the coronavirus outbreak, if you've ever wondered where your cat goes when you let it outside, well, listen up. Researchers at the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences decided to try to answer that question by placing GPS trackers on 900 pet cats. The project team's first reaction? They were surprised at how little the cats actually moved. It turns out most cats spend all of their time within 330 feet of their yard. The most adventurous cat covered an area of 3 square miles. Whether you're watching at home, in the new home office, on the desktop, laptop, TV, or mobile device, thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with the Sunmark 360. For more, you can find our Sunmark 360 page at sunmarkfcu.org. Follow Sunmark on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and contact the Sunmark 360. Let us know what you'd like to see at sunmark360@sunmarkfcu.org. I hope you have a great week. Make sure you check out bankNotes, and we'll see you next time on the Sunmark 360. Don't forget to follow Sunmark and the Sunmark 360 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube.